gets, let's assume that emergency vehicle is standing here. It passes the signal to traffic light. Then traffic light for this lane will automatically switch to green till it passes. Now we come to our basic idea, which we have future scope, which our idea basically implemented. We have designed this as a prototype model, and our basic idea is about using this as a GPS. In this, we will be creating an app. We will be creating an app which will get its location and send it to the cloud. Then cloud will contain various algorithms and will take certain maps included in it, so that let's assume that there are various traffic here by this diagram. This is a traffic junction and this is a traffic light. Then various traffic vehicles are present all over the lane. Each traffic signal to each person's device will send their signal to the cloud. Then cloud will automatically assign this to a map, and there will be all these devices will be mapped on a map. Okay. Then algorithm will run which will calculate the number of devices, speed at which they are moving, and also first and last devices and gap between these devices, which all these will be used to calculate number of devices present or traffic density, and the speed of traffic will tell us at how much speed this will, like if all the cars are moving at the rate of 10 km/h, it is obvious that the traffic density is heavy in that lane. And if they are moving at 40 km/h, let's assume that, then the traffic is slow and they are waiting for green light. Then this is all. Then when the calculation is over, it will set the time duration according to the proportions of the traffic density and send the signal back to the traffic light according to that. And for emergency vehicle driver could send, or the app could in the app for emergency vehicle starting and ending point route is could be mentioned. Therefore, whenever the ambulance start moving in any direction, all the traffic light which will come in its way, automatically signal will be sent to the cloud, and the cloud will automatically send signal to that particular traffic light, which will set the green light signal for that lane. This is basically our idea, which we'll be working on if given time. And various advantages with our idea that is prevents like reduction of traffic, help emergency vehicle. Also, like this, real-time traffic monitoring could be done by the traffic control system. Then reduction of pollution. If let's assume that there is accident or any heavy traffic jam, then the cloud will automatically send the signal to all the users present in that lane to switch off turn off their car to reduce the pollution. Then also, in case of any accident present, user in the accident could use the SOS button to send the information to the cloud, so that all the police station or near ambulance service could be informed, and also other users present around that could use same app to communicate. This is basically our idea which we will be working on.
This is an idea stage right now.
Yes.
So how will you make money out of
revenue model?
What's your revenue model?
We are making this not for revenue, but to contribute to society, to reduce the traffic, so that time and money could be saved for other people.
You are mentioning an app at a lot of places. What is that app? I'm still not clear. We have to download a new app in the mobile phone, or
yes, we have to download. That will be used as a simply it will take our location using GPS and send to the cloud. And all the other features such as receiving of notifications and sending of just for emergency vehicle SOS button, all this will be features included in that app.
So, which in order to determine the load on the road, you want to make sure that app is installed on everybody's phone?
Yes. If not installed, then generally people use apps such as Maps, Air Maps, Google Maps. So the location is sent to the server. Similarly, they can install our app.
Why didn't you choose to utilize any of the existing technologies like Google Maps? because that actually tells you the traffic, right? So why
But,
didn't you use that? Because how many people will download your app?
We can utilize that, but how will we like communicate with the traffic? We have just, if we have included the maps to read the location, like on the server side we have included the maps so that all the locations could be mapped on the traffic light for a map. But this separate app like Google Maps or any other maps does not include SOS buttons or any other, or to receive the notification.
And the other assumption which you have made here is that every traffic light signal, right, you will be able to connect from the cloud, right, so that you will change the timing, right? So how that connectivity you are going to maintain?
We are planning to build a Raspberry Pi program so that Raspberry Pi could be fit to all the traffic light, which will not contain anything except to communicate with an IP address or unique MAC address to identify that.
But every signal will require this thing GPS card, right? So every signal, how many GPS connections you are looking for, and how many signals in one daily, if you see how much data you are going to look for.
First, we are planning
So why do
to.
you need even cloud here? Why can't you, if you are looking at the sensors or something, right? So why not just locally? Every data connection you are looking for, how much
If
cost
we
and
use
sensors.
sensor, there are various problems such as we have to build an infrastructure for all the sensor. It is very costly, and also there are various sensor, like if you consider IR sensor does not work in sunlight. If we take laser is costly. Also, if one laser is cut, if we place it on the other side of the road, if only one vehicle is also present, it will be considered as highly density work. And there are various problems for sensors. And GPS is nearly in cities. Approx 50% of 60% of people contain smartphones, and they have a location and data connection on.
Last question from my side, what Microsoft technology, you mentioned about cloud, what cloud you are referring to here, but do you have anything working or everything is in the idea stage?
All this using GPS in our idea stage, and we are planning to build a Azure in the cloud. If
Anything about image processing kind of thing, where you take the videos and then you are